Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Today is Sunday, the 20th day of July 2025. What is Governor Soludo actually dragging with the former governor, Mr. Peter Obi? Because I don't get it. But before we go into that to discuss what must have, transpired, let us look into the politics of hatred, politics of bitterness among the southeastern politicians. The first person that started raising this alarm, though he was not a saint, was Rochas Okorocha. Rochas Okorocha of Imo State was saying that most of the killings in Igbo land is being carried out by politicians sponsoring talks because of the politics of hatred. Then, after Rochas Okorocha, the same state, Hope Uzodinma, who is the current governor, though he's not a saint, Hope Uzodinma have been accused of so many atrocities. Hope Uzodinma, time without number, has affirmed that what is going on in Southeast, particularly in Imo State, is politics of bitterness. He said that 3 times on the national television that, Igbo politicians hate each other, they fight each other, that most of the killings in Imo State is because of hatred, not IPOB or what you are hearing on the news media. You must have seen the video, so I am not just saying this is what the governor said by himself. Then, after that, let's come to Anambra State. Anambra State was one of the most peaceful states I have ever visited, okay? Now, what is going on currently in Anambra State, people are yet to realize that the tension in Anambra is caused by politicians. The tension in Anambra is caused by politicians. Now, let me give you introduction into Anambra politics. Anambra politics is a kind of politics that has the highest level of hatred, the highest level of inner fighting among the whole politicians in Nigeria. How many of you remember Azoka? Azoka was a House of Assembly member. He came under the Labour Party and he won his election through court. Okay, he won the incumbent House of Assembly member in his constituency. Before he could assume office, after court affirmed his victory, they shot him. They kidnapped him, they tortured him, they shot him. After his death, about 2 days before they discover his body. The most funny thing that makes me think that all these politicians in Anambra, they are fooling the people. Do you know that the people who killed that Labour Party House of Assembly member were arrested? Yes, they arrested them. They were caught. But guess what? They said they ran away. This is a joke taken too far. They can't run away. They are protecting the politician who sent them. They running away is a calculated and strategic move for them not to mention that, so governor sent us, so political leader sent us to go and do this. They said they ran away. Now, ever since then, there have been, crisis in Anambra State and so on and so forth. Recently, that was day before yesterday, the PDP governorship candidate in Anambra State was shot, not in Anambra, but in Abuja. Listen to me. If the man was shot in Anambra, they will tell you that it is IPOB, it is ESN that shot this man in Anambra State. He was shot in Abuja. You heard the news that he passed away in the morning, right? But that news is not true. The man is still alive, battling with his life. The man has a lot of stories to tell you. The man has a lot of things to say. The man, few days to come, he will understand who carried out the assassination, who sponsored their assassination, and so on and so forth. The politics of hatred, the politics of bitterness. What is actually going on between Soludo and P2B? Soludo cannot kill P2B instantly. Soludo knows that attempting to take away P2B's life will be dangerous, might even end his own life. That is why someone like P2B can never be touched by Soludo. But from all angles, we are seeing that Soludo is a bitter soul towards P2B. He has a bitter soul towards this man. Now, let's go back to 2023. Before the presidential election, Soludo promised to write part 1, part 2, part 3 of his letters that he alleged that P2B is a non-entity and P2B is not worthy to becoming the president of Nigeria. He wrote the first letter. I read the letter, I laughed. I said, where is this man's dignity? He lies a lot, and I don't understand where his own mindset is coming from. Where did he get that kind of mentality? What kind of school of thought is he even incubating in his mind that makes him to be doing such a thing? Well, it doesn't end there. After the election, we have been seeing here and there. Soludo we go to United States, we tell them that all the insecurity in the Igbo land, 99.999%, that is 100% are carried out by Igbos. I look at this man, I said, this man has a target. He's pleasing some people. Soludo don't know what he's doing. Apart from the security outfit that he formed, that those people are now violating human rights here and there, what has Soludo done again? He promised to turn Anambra to Dubai. He has not done anything. He has not changed anything that people are seeing that Anambra has turned into Dubai. And we are not even talking about that. Yesterday was P2B's birthday, right? We expected someone like Soludo to wish P2B happy birthday. Do you know what? Soludo refused to wish P2B a happy birthday. Not that Soludo's happy birthday is going to put food on P2B's table. Never. Happy birthday from Soludo is not going to change anything. But courtesy demand that Soludo ought to do so. P2B should be very careful of Anambra State. If there is any state in Nigeria where P2B should be very careful, it is his home state, Anambra State. A state where a House of Assembly member was kidnapped and shot dead. A state where a PDP governorship candidate was shot far away in Abuja. There is something going on in Anambra State. But nobody can touch that man. You understand? I understand the level of, people around the man, both security intelligence. I understand the level of security intelligence around P2B, that it is going to be difficult for them to hurt him. Now, let me go straight to what I perceive about Soludo, where all this katakata, all these problems started coming from. During the 2023 election, Soludo brought his people. As an incumbent governor, he brought someone that will represent or that will change Andiume, all those senators, and most of House of Assembly members. So he now used his power as a governor to swing the primary election of ABGA to make sure that his people, the people he want to be, go to the Senate, go to House of Assembly, go to House of Rep, that these people alone are going to win the election. So at the end, his people won the primary election of ABGA. Both this Anambra Senator Ume, all of them lost. They were in ABGA. Now, they lost. Soludo asked them not to contest. But P2B went to someone like Ume, said, come over to Labour Party, come and contest under Labour Party, you will win the election. I want to tell you where this problem started, because a lot of people don't know the genesis. So all these people that Soludo pushed away, P2B brought them back to the Labour Party, and they swept everywhere. They won. And when Soludo perceived that P2B is challenging me, I am the governor, why is this man challenging me? Why is he trying to bring back the people I am pushing away? He started the hatred, started writing against P2B, started fighting against P2B from home. If the insiders did not kill you, the outsiders can't kill you. This is what I perceive. There might be so many other things, but this is what I know. After the election, Ume went to give thanksgiving. And Ume went to the church and said that Soludo did evil against him, that P2B saved his political career. That statement was a stroke to Soludo's heart. Soludo was bitter. Soludo was disappointed. And Soludo mapped out P2B as number one enemy. Brothers against brothers. Politician against politician. The same in the Anambra. The same in the Igbo. This is not acceptable. It doesn't want it. Soludo could have used his influence to make sure his people, win the 2023 election. His own anger is that P2B, through his influence, delivered these people during the 2023 polls. And it's a problem. And despite that Anambra political parties are not powerful, Soludo is also angry that P2B is still mingling with Labour Party, and that could pull a lot of vote because senators, House of Assembly, majority of them are in the Labour Party. So it could be a very dangerous something against Soludo. So these are Soludo's problem against P2B. There might be a lot of things, but it is a politics of hatred. It is a politics of animosity. Let me be the one that will control. Let me be the political figure. Must you be? I understand what still happened in 2011 when Soludo still lost election to this P2B's influence again. So the political rivalry started right from time But the worst happened during the 2023 election. I want you to add your own on the comment section. What else do you think that transpired that made Soludo to be so bitter about the things of P2B?